Happened in the car. So we're back to the segments in the bathroom where I'm getting ready for work. I have to take the other one out. I had two and it looked really cool, but I don't have another rubber band, so that's not gonna work. Wait, where did I put the other one? Right here. So I'm thinking just one big old butt bit here, which I don't try to do with this hoodie just because the hood is right there. This hoodie is weird. I like it, but I don't like it. Harder to do your hair because it's really a dude's hoodie, and they should really make these a little bit more, I don't know, diverse. Okay, this is gonna be tricky. I don't think the way I usually do it, like that, is gonna work. So I'm trying to think how I'm gonna do this. Okay, I guess you could tuck that under. Good. So then that's under there, right? Do we like that? What about if I pull some more of this down? I don't know about this bit, right? Because that's tucked away. And so I can have my nice little bun right here. And the rest of the hair is tucked behind. And then my hoodie can sit like this. Also, it's like the bottom is very, what was the word that girl used? It's not loose. It's very form-fitting. It feels like it's just like suctioned to my waist and to my wrist, which is apparently how guys like it. I don't know. It looks good on guys, but I could have gotten a larger size, but I didn't know that that's how this was gonna wear. So it was like almost a $50 hoodie. But yeah. I had to turn the music down so I don't get copyrighted, you know? We are training somebody today, so I have to get some extra things ready. We've hired a few people. I say a few. We've hired one person for the Grapevine location, and then we have Sarai for this location. She was supposed to do Mondays and Tuesdays, and then she said she could take on, sorry, I was trying to get rags. Thursday afternoons for January, just because we don't have anybody for that. And so hopefully we just hired somebody for that, and she works out. That's the person who's training today. She goes by Rue. She seemed pretty cool. I interviewed her. It was the most chillest interview I've done, just because it was a very off day for me. So all the questions that I usually ask or have written down, I was just so busy I didn't have time to write them down, and so I ended up just I really hope she didn't think I was just like slacking, because she was very professional herself, and then when she realized I was more chill, she was like, oh, I can be more chill, which is how I always want to interview people. Is like, it's a coffee shop, it's not an office space. You don't need to be all super professional, because the majority of the time it's chill vibes. Put you there, and it's loud. She seemed like a really good fit. I didn't get to meet the other girl, but I left it up for Sarah, my boss, to decide who should do it. So she thought Rue would be really great. Plus, she can cover Mondays because Sarai apparently can't do that anymore because of her school schedule. which is a whole other thing. So we hopefully have 3 new permanent people. Although something is happening where we might lose. Something is happening. Might need another new person. Training 1 person, which training is always fun. It's a give and take. We need veins. Good song. Training is always like a bittersweet thing for me because it takes so much energy, extra extroverting. But also I love telling of the coffee knowledge I have, what I've learned, tips and tricks. I mean, after 6 years, I'd hope I would know something. I love teaching other people that and teaching the science of coffee and the art of it. And it's exciting when other people are excited about it too. I had to do it Saturday for the girl who's working at the Grapevine location. But that was an instance where I was like, oh my gosh, because she came in right in the middle of a rush. And so it was very hectic, and I was like, all right, you're gonna have to stand there and like wait till this is all over. And it was very odd because like that's what my owner was like, yeah, it seems to be dead around that time, which I don't know what number she's looking at, but it's always busy around 11 all the way until like at least 1-ish sometimes. That rush lasted for a good 20, maybe 30 minutes. And then I was able to train her, but then I felt like I was like, I have to get it all done right now. And technically, yes, because she only has that 1 day with me. It very much is a rush situation where I have to give all the knowledge that I know and I have over, and then hopefully it sticks. And she seemed to be getting a hand of it. Like, she went to steam, and usually people who are steaming right off the bat don't get it, and they're very scared to touch it. Which the steam wand is very intimidating. I remember my first time using the steam wand, and I was like, what in the world? She was steaming her milk perfectly. Like, I think she was listening and watching the way I was doing it. So then whenever it came to her turn, she was very good. It sounded like she had been doing this for a while, and it looked like it. Like, her milk was coming out perfect. She said she worked at another cafe, but it was more like a boba. Do I just want to tuck that? I might. But before we make that permanent, because my hair will stay that way, we'll try a different one later. Which I was impressed by. She just needs to remember how to pour, because for ones that are filled like almost to that much to the top where like there's almost no room, I don't tend to hold it and then pour into it. I just tend to leave it on the counter if I'm in a rush and pour. So I taught her the original way: lean, pour, and then straighten out. Like, you're holding the cup, and then I think she saw that. She's like, do I have to? And it was the case of like, no, you don't. And I was like, oh no, not for that one. And then she applied that to every single one, and I was like, you don't have to do that every time. And she was also very like awkwardish person. I don't know. She was very shy, and it was kind of like those energy-sucking vampires from What We Do in the Shadows, except it wasn't that she was talking my ear off nonstop. It was just she was there. Which usually people I train are very like, ah. She was very nice. Very cute girl, but I am happy to be training somebody who's a little bit more talkative. The girl I talked to, she was very personable, and she knew the questions to ask to keep conversations going. That helps me, because sometimes I'm just like, I'm okay with the silence. So it's good to have somebody there who's like, oh, let me ask the questions. I want to know. And then I can be like, oh, and what about you? That's what we have on the docket today. Training. Staying here till 2:30ish. We'll finish recording the discussion I was having about the war right now with Israel and Hamas. But I just had to leave, and then I didn't get to finish. And I really needed a break off of social media. I mean social media. I went on to TikTok and just watched funny videos. but that's what I needed to like kind of decompress a little. And I've been picking up more of like my rosary prayers every morning and more prayers at night to counteract all the negativity and just the heaviness of everything, because when you take it all on, you feel like you have to do something, or you feel alone, or you feel like you're not being heard. But you're not alone. You are heard by God. Only God can do it. I'm gonna log off. But y'all have an amazing day. It is Wednesday morning, or wherever, however you're watching this, whatever time it is. I hope today is good to you. And I love y'all. Shalom, shalom. Real quick. Real quick. Don't know what happened there. Am I giving? What am I giving? New York. No. Probably not. But, you know. Got the only God can do it. We got the peacoat. Got a nice little backpack. See, you just see me walking by, I'm just like, what am I listening to? Oh, it's, well, I think it's a fit. I think I like it. Giving influencer. I gotta go.